Hey there, my name's Jenny and I'm going to make a little video about replacing the cement asbestos tile on your house. Very quick, hopefully, very easy sometimes. But the reason I'm making it is because we were told that this asbestos tile couldn't be repaired, that the whole house was going to have to be resided, that it was impossible and not done to replace the shingles. And they were right when they said it's not possible to replace the asbestos with asbestos. They were wrong about the cement. So we were quoted 15,000, 10,000, a couple other estimates to reside the whole house because they told us it's the only way we were going to get the house back to, looking good. I think 15,000, 10,000 is too much to reside this house. I think it's ridiculous, especially when I love these old sidings. You can't get better than this. You really can't. This cement asbestos tile is, first of all, better for your insurance because it's fire retardant, and it's better for the elements with rain. Where we are, we're right across the street from the bay. There's salt water, heavy winds, winter, spring, summer, fall, beating on this house 24/7. This tile has been here since the house was built. Now listen, sometimes it gets worse for wear when somebody bangs into it or whatever happens, but this tile's up. It's standing. And if you don't like the color, you just paint it. We personally, we just painted it to this color. My sister loves this color. And when she first picked it, I was like, okay, your house. Now I love it. Now every day when I look at this, it's so beautiful. I love this color. But anyway, after they quoted us the 15,000, 10,000, I went online. I said, this can't be. There's got to be a way I can find some shingles to replace everything around there and repair it myself, because every repairman we called, they were like, we don't want to work with asbestos, we don't do that, and if we reside your house, you're going to have to pay someone to come and take that off. It just was, what they tell you is insane, really, and costly, and I personally think just not necessary. So I get online, about 15 or whatever minutes later, I find cement replacement shingles at Home Depot. It's not an advertisement for Home Depot. It was either Home Depot or Lowe's. But let me show you them. Cement replacement siding to replace the asbestos. The best thing about this is there's no asbestos in it. This is just cement. It's easy to work with. There are 14 in the box, and it costs about $109, I think, plus tax. If you don't want to go pick it up to the store, they deliver it right to your door. We bought about three boxes, even though we probably have about 3 boxes more worth of work around the house. But we figured, knowing me, I'm like an ape in a china shop. I'm heavy-handed. I break everything. But we figured, give me 3 boxes to try it and see how I do with it. If I'm doing okay with it, we'll buy more. If I'm making a total mess, maybe she'll pay someone to reside the house. But so we got 3 boxes of it. I thought for sure I'd break 2 of them right off the bat. But that didn't happen. I actually, it was pretty neat. So I want to tell you, if you need to repair your cement asbestos siding, it can be done. The products are out there. They're not that expensive. And if you want to do it yourself, if a handyman tells you it's too expensive, you can. If I can do it, I'm one of those people that I look at something and go, I don't think I can do that. And I do it all wrong, and I do it all backwards, and I take 10 times as long to do it, but I get it done, and it looks all right in the end. It looks good as far as I'm concerned. But I think you can do it, and you can probably do it better than me. So here it is. This is what it looks like. And this is how we're going to do it. Because it's asbestos, it's up to you. But what's dangerous about the asbestos, it's not when it's setting and it's settled. It's any jagged edges. And I painted over all of them because I like to paint everything. So they're pretty safe right now anyway. But when you start banging into it, it breaks apart. It causes makes a powder type, and you breathe that in, that's really bad for your lungs. So I'm just probably not going to make a mess here, but I'm just going to stick this on just to be safe. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me. But these are even makeshift tools. They have real things that you jam up in there and you pry it out, but really you just make do with what you can. My mom always told me that you can do anything if you have the right tools. Your problem, Jenny, is you think you can do anything with a screwdriver. And that's what your problem is. And she's absolutely right. I want to tell you that I'm going to take this off with a screwdriver. That's how I am. But anyway, so here we go. Let me show you. I could put this back on in case there's any fibers. But it might not even be necessary. I'm just doing it. So what you do, because asbestos is very brittle and cracks easily, and I'm just going to take it down for a second. I want to try and take as much of this off as I can to make it a swift sort of thing and not have to play with all the little pieces. I'm going to try and very gently, but again, I'm like an ape in a china shop. I don't do too much gently. So here we go. I'm just gonna stick this, and I don't even know what this is. Somebody was throwing it out, and I saw it one day, and I went, I bet I'll be able to use that. But it's a little metal thing that has, you know, a flat edge that I can get under. You probably have something 10 times better than this at your house. So I'm gonna stick it under here. Yeah, I can get it. And I'm just gonna give it a couple of taps of the hammer and try and pull that out. There's a nail here and a nail here. There's probably going to be 2 nails up there once I begin to pull this out. That's how they were put in, and what I'm trying to do is gently pry out from underneath to get the nails loose, and then I'll try and gently get that down. So let me knock this out a little bit. Try and do this. I'm going to try and shut up, but that's really hard for me. So let me stick this in my pocket for a minute. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's where, God bless you, Mom. Here's my, here's my screwdriver. Okay, see, I don't know if you can tell, but the nail just popped out of the wood at the bottom. So I'm going to do it at this side as well. And you probably can't see, but it's already beginning to crack. It's beginning to crack right here, which is not what I want, but... So now I'm going to just try and pull this off. Oh, see, nail right out. And okay. So see, it did crack, but that's okay. You just pull the rest of the pieces out. 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 And that's why I'm wearing my mask. Okay. What I'm trying not to do, but I don't know if I'm trying not to crack this one up here. If I do, my sister brought several boxes, so I can just replace that too, but... And the nail is right here, so I'm going to take this out. I don't want to break the one underneath, but if I do, my sister bought several boxes, so I can replace that as well. So, nails out, and let me get this little corner. Okay, so that's out. See how that works? Not so bad. Now for this piece, it needs to be cut back. And how I would do that is, I put this in here, measure it to place, and I want to try and go under this a little to save me some, you know, so I don't have to caulk all that much and seal it that way. But put it up, measure it out, and I'm just going to mark it like this with a screwdriver. You see, you can do everything with a screwdriver, but I'm going to mark it with a screwdriver. And then what you do is, and here's how you, I looked this up online as well. Here's how you do this. This is fascinating to me. It's fascinating because I thought I was going to have to get a big saw and a drill and all this. You take where your spot is and you score it a few times, just like you would a piece of paper. You know, when you were in school and you didn't want to use the scissors, you scored it a few times. I have to be honest with you, I don't know if the scoring does anything but remind you of where it is, so that when you go to pop it, you know the mark you're looking for. Now, you know, people who are 10 times better at this than I am, they, you know, they scored it, they popped it. I developed my own little plan because I found that when I was scoring it and popping it on the line that I needed it, it wouldn't crack right because I wasn't holding it. So I just decided, what's the heaviest thing I have that I could score, that I could use as leverage? Guess what? It was me. I stand on it, then I pop it with my hand, and it pretty much, if I'm standing on it correctly, it'll cut right where I am. So, let me show you how I did that. Well, I'm not, like everything, I'm not a good camera person, so please just bear with me. So we're going to go jiggy-jaggy a little bit, okay? Here, you're going to go jiggy-jaggy with Jenny. Jiggy-jaggy with Jenny. So, I'm going to stick you here, and when I do that, yeah, I think you'll be able to see. So here's my method of scoring that actually is working. So, let me see. I'm going to have to angle you down a little bit, I think. Yeah, that does it. Sure. Okay, so, oh, I don't need this anymore. So, I just have a nice little piece of cement because the cement is sturdy and it'll be a nice support and weight underneath. So I take my cement siding piece, and here's where I scored it. Let me score it a few more times. And again, I don't think it's doing anything really, but I put it, I should probably, yeah, you know what putting on the edges means, right? I'm putting it on the edge, that where I have scored is at the edge of the piece of cement. Now, they usually say hold it down and snap it, but that didn't work for me. I was getting a lot of jaggy pieces, things that I had to correct. So what I ended up doing is, my sister just had a piece of old flooring laying around. So I take the old flooring, I stick it right on top to line the edge. This part is all subjective. Do what's right for you. And then I take my big old self and I stand on it. Watch this. This is probably the part my mom was talking about, where I do silly things, do everything with a screwdriver. But so I use my body weight and pop. Okay, that's the piece. This is the piece I need right here. So, well, let's just take this. And what happens is, okay, I slide it right under here, and where's my nails? Well, they should be in. Okay, there they are. Slide it up, and oh, I don't have a nail in my pocket. So, anyway, I want to leave you looking at this for a second while I grab my nail. Because I can't edit on anything like that. I'm ridiculous that way. But, so, I'm going to go right into here because this is a tin edger. And when I get this in, I'm going to put a tin edger over it, and I'm going to paint it. So, and seal it. I'll caulk and seal. But, so I take the nail, and I grab a hammer, try and be gentle as I can. The ape that I am. Whew. That one. This side as well. Sometimes they have holes up here. This one doesn't have that. You just shove it right underneath and match that up. Anyway. Not bad, right? Not bad for a big old monkey like me, doing it all by myself. Let me show you something. Well, actually, I don't even have to move the camera. This window right here, this window was totally, replaced, and I just replaced all of those last week. Let me show you what it looked like before. Come with me. Come with me. See this window that has been replaced? I've already started on this one, but all around it needed replacement. Every single one of the windows in the house. Every single one of the windows in the house needed replacement. So we have replaced the siding on all of them and painted it purple. You paint anything purple, I think you got something pretty going on, right? But anyway, so there you go. There's your finished product. And I just wanted to, for anybody who's like me and my sister, being told that it's going to be $10,000 to $15,000 to reside your house, and you really love your asbestos cement siding more, you can do this. If I can do it, I was going to say a monkey could do this, but I am a monkey. So if this monkey can do it, you can do it too. All right, take care, God bless, and happy home renovating or whatever it is you're doing.